NTV, we're the Lounge Society, and I'm Herbie.
I'm Archie.
I'm Hanny.
I'm Cam.
Who was starting with me?
Yeah, it looks like it, buddy.
Favourite recent album? Oh wow, what's recent? Oh, I know. The new Blur album is very, very good, and we're very excited to see them. What is tomorrow for us at the time of filming? I think it's great, and I like the track Barbaric. It's a great song, so that would be why.
Well, if it's, I'm gonna go Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, I thought his new album was brilliant. I've loved everything he's done for a while, and to be able to see it tomorrow or the day after is going to be very exciting.
Yeah.
Anything. Both of them have stolen my answers. What's come out recently?
Oh God, not much.
I was thinking Sorry's new album.
That is very good. Yeah.
But both of their albums are great now. So.
Yeah. Can I just agree with all three?
Let's think of one for Hanny.
A new record out recently.
Who does Hanny like? Oh, what's that Take That banjo is going on about?
Okay.
It depends how recent it is recent, because the last Aldous Harding album was amazing. I know you're a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't actually this year, but still, it's her most.
Yeah, I'll go for that. The most recent Aldous Harding album was very nice. Was it called Lawn?
Hope so.
Possibly.
Yeah. Warm Chris.
Warm Chris.
It had Lawn on it, but it's
Lawn's
called
on it.
Warm Chris. Yeah.
That is very good. Yeah. Okay.
I think that's actually easier for me.
Yeah.
I mean, we're probably all going to agree on this
Yeah.
one, but the Stone Roses was just a massive revelation for me. I mean, it's just fairly obvious, and any good band worth the salt will know that album inside out. But it's just every song on that album still makes me feel like I'm 14 again.
That's one of the only albums that whenever I hear it, it never
aged
really well compared to some of those albums.
I'd say, personally, because I always just think of this as like the furthest back memory of like an alternative album. It's just the Bends Radiohead. Literally just listening to that on CD in my dad's car when I was probably like 9 or 10. But then coming back to it after like watching them at Glastonbury like a few years later, and then I was like, why do I know all these songs? So I think that's my go-to for like the first. Yeah.
I think mine, and again I know we all probably agree on this, mine would probably be Velvet Underground and the
Yeah.
Because I think that definitely changed my life. Well, I was going to say another one, but I might to let you do yours in case it was yours.
Well, it might be the same. I think for me it would be The Strokes. Is This It?
I was going to say this.
That was mine.
Because it's they were the first band that we played with the music of together.
Yeah.
As a 4-piece. It actually wasn't from that record, but it was from the second record. But it's a better record.
And we had a lovely full circle moment getting to support them.
Yeah, and getting to know Gordon
Just drop
Raphael.
that in there.
Well, just so everyone knows.
Yeah, that's a sunglasses moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there we go.
Yeah, no, the Strokes are massive influence on us. My first gig, well, it was actually the wedding present. Do you know the wedding present? At the Traders Club, I think. But my second gig, which I was going to say, was actually the Stone Roses.
Yeah.
So I might just have that one instead, if that's alright.
Oh, I remember, it was Declan McKenna.
Not bad. Good first album.
With Feet supporting, and that was actually a class, really good gig.
It was brilliant, it was.
I think I just saw that and then never saw any, went on tickets for a while, and then my taste changed. I was going to say the Orioles at Trades Club, but I don't think that's true, like the album, first album
No,
launch.
the dates don't add up.
Mine is Sleeper, the band Sleeper. I saw them in Leeds. Got a little song dedicated to me. It's a nice little moment. Yeah.
What song was it? Was it the?
I don't know. I hope it was Statuesque because it's a great song, but I don't think it would have been because that might be a bit strange.
You there?
No. It was
next song.
Could have been Sail of the Century, which is also a great song.
That's a good one.
But yeah.
Very good. Interesting. I think we've talked about because a lot of the music we write definitely has a sort of a hip hop influence, especially the rhythm side of it. So I think writing a piece of music and have a rapper or an artist which was a bit more in that style do something on that would be really cool at some point.
We could definitely, write the track with someone.
Yeah, so Kendrick, if you're listening, at any time.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I felt like you were gonna say Rick Rubin. But,
Yeah,
but
I'd like to.
I thought you said Rick
Fine,
Boy.
right.
just because of his like, seems to just completely like take over, and it's a bit of like a bit crazy to work with in a great way. I'd just like to experience that, even if it didn't work out.
Well, I'd like to try Tony Visconti as well. I
Yeah.
think for the legacy, like some of those records kind of invented something new with like a piece of it.
I was watching something the other day and it made me think I'd really love to record an album with Stephen Street in one day, not anytime soon necessarily, but
Stephen Street and Dan.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
I'm all in.
name a better duo. Sorry, actually.
Oh God, I don't know. I just want to lock myself in the woods.
I was just thinking like, why not just get Bowie in and just do some writing with him?
Because he's dead, mate. He fucking died ages ago. Rest in peace.
But
When were we not? So this was an all-time thing, or maybe
Yeah.
more realistic.
there are a lot of great artists of our generation, but I think maybe we struggle to find affinity with people. I think maybe that's.
I can't think of anything that genuinely strikes a chord with me, and that, like you're saying, it's not dissing what anyone else is doing, but maybe that's just a gap we need to
I
fill.
suppose it's what you consider
but-
our generation, like, because I think the artists grow because probably, like, kind of like you say, because they're so musically different from what we do, kind of rings a bell with me more just based on what they say.
Yeah.
It's an artist worth checking out, they're called Grove.
Bristol, yeah.
And yeah, I think maybe we, or certainly I, find it difficult to ring true with bands who are similar to us, because it feels like overlapping.
The only band I can think of who are relatively recent is Fontaines. But I know that's probably the. But I completely know what you're saying about Grove.
To be fair, that.
But that kind of says quite a lot in itself that I can't really think of.
Fat White Family.
Yeah. Fat White.
And there are other bands from our local area, like the Orioles we've mentioned. So I suppose we've always.
That's different
Yeah.
in like a more.
There are lots of
personal way, because they,
great
like,
bands.
Just have like an actual tangible effect.
Yeah.
Like,
Fontaine's the only band who I almost struggle to listen to, because whenever I listen I just get a little bit annoyed that we didn't write that particular song. You know, you can sort of apply that to most of their songs, but that is because they're one of the only great bands at the moment.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Arctic Monkeys, I think, fits into that. I'd say not entirely our generation, but like most of.
The Beatles?
Well, I suppose that's a symptom though, isn't it, of like it slowed down maybe that wheel just before our generation of massive artists who we would necessarily feel an affinity with. So
Same
that
with the Strokes. We
Yeah.
just missed that.
yeah, definitely.
I think we've like had this conversation recently. I think that exact question that we were talking about. I don't.
I mean, I feel like it'd have to be. In fact, I think I would go from 66 to 76. Is that allowed? Rather than a specific decade, or maybe 65 to 75.
Make the rules.
I'm going back to 1964 because I think a little bit before.
You
that,
want a bit of the precursor,
I
though.
think we'd be considered more innovative. I think if we came in at the late 60s, we fitted kind of well, like with the Stooges going on, and also like the psychedelic stuff that had been going on. If we came in just before that, people wouldn't know what hit them, and here we are 60 years later and we're still doing the same thing.
My answer would just be the same. I think 60s, 70s is the obvious. Like, it's nothing like 80s, 90s, and 2000s. So many bands that we love and influence us, but it's just not like it's kind of recent enough that it's feels like it's in our history or like our parents or whatever. But 60s, 70s is like a different planet.
Yeah.
And that would be like what you have to choose.
Also, like the 70s, like peak of the music industry to experience.
Yeah.
To be doing what we're doing and that.
The format of music is
Well, maybe
completely
not.
Oh, we'd be buying houses all
Yeah,
day.
Our
And the
lifestyle.
collars as well, you know.
Thank you. We've been the Lounge Society and I've been Cam.
I've been Hanny.
And Archie.
And I'm still Herbie.
Thanks. That's like a CBBS show.